Hey everybody, this is Kelly Hunt. So I decided to do a morning talk show. This week has been crazy. My loved one is okay. Um, I'm dread over what's happening, but I said, you know what? If it'll be, it'll be. And she is right. It's definitely to be an adult, depressingly. But enough about that. So I've been around in the streets, YouTube streets, and I was listening to mainly I tuned into wrestling because I haven't seen wrestling in so long. So I was in what's it called? Podcast or what have you, and it was actually really really good. Um, I decided, you know what? I'm gonna watch Raw. I haven't seen Raw WWE since jeez, forever. I haven't seen it since I guess 2004 or five, one of them two numbers. So I decided to watch it. It went downhill. Like I thought it went downhill, storylines or the I don't know what's going on. I don't know why all these MMA fighters are about to be and YouTubers are trying to be wrestlers, but it's starting to get ridiculous. Um, Cody Rhodes, this is the eighth time in 4 months he done broke his arm. Um, he's ready to fight Country Boy, Brock Lesnar, and I don't know how that's gonna play out, but there's that. Wrestling with the women's, it went downhill a ton. I mean, I remember way back when, because I remember the Mickey James. Um, Stratus, she's back. She's not that good. But I remember Mickey James, Elise, not Elise, Maurice. There we go. The redhead girl. I've got her name. I think it is Maurice. Elena Perez. She was my favorite one. Becky, Beth Phoenix. All of them. Like they would always cheer for the women. They would cheer for her. So I watched the women's version of it. It changed so much. Last time I watched wrestling, they had the women's championship. They don't have that no more. Instead, they would have. Now, this is ironic because even I don't know if it was straight up wrestling or JD New York. He's another one I watch with wrestling. He was talking about how he was talking about how not a lot of people like Vince McMahon didn't like tag teams anymore. Now on Raw they still have tag teams. I think SmackDown does too. But mainly they have it. It changed so much. Like I think they have a red one and a blue one. I think the red's for Raw and the blue's for SmackDown. So I'm guessing they're intertwining together, which still don't do no good because after what I've heard, alleged the ratings are tanked with WWE. Um, Back to the women's thing. Now it's just a tag team. There's no women's championship. It's just a tag team. Now I don't know half of these people. The only person I kind of know is Ronnie Rousey, and now I'm starting getting to Ray Ripley. I've heard of her. Um, it went downhill fast. I think Ray. No, I think it is because I think Ray is the women's champion. I think she is. Yeah, I think Ray's the champion, women's championship. Okay, so they do still have it, but I guess they added on. They're trying to add on to the belts. Um, they have female referees now, which is like okay. Um, I don't know how to feel about WWE anymore. And if you really want to be entertained, besides straight up wrestling, watch JD. I think it's NY something something something. Just type in wrestling JD, and his name should pop up. That man is entertaining, and he's passionate. And another person, straight up wrestling, watch him. He's good because he's been watching wrestling since probably since it first came out. So, because I think he said he watched it for 30 years, and the other guy, I think he watched it the same amount, 30 or 20 years. But yeah, because it went downhill. It's not the same no more. You got people who think now. One person, I'm just trying to remember his name, Gunther, and that name sounds so familiar because he's part of a tag team called Imperial. Never heard of them until Monday. But Imperial, there you go, Imperial is has a guy named Gunther on there. Now that name sounds familiar. I'm trying to remember who it was because I keep on thinking about that man way back when he was on SmackDown. He was Russian, and I was on Straight Up Clarks. I was cutting up in the chat, but I forgot the other guy's name. It's not the one with Shaw. It's one with the glasses. The one with the glasses said that he lost a lot of weight, and I'm thinking maybe that's the person I'm thinking about. I'm thinking that's it. But anyway, he's tall and he looks like he's a beast. I guess Bobby Lashley's still on there. Um, Not sure, but yeah, I think that's about it. As far as wrestling, it's still trash. I mean, I never thought it went this low until I saw on Monday. Now I'm curious to watch on Friday now because I can watch Friday, but knowing me, I'm gonna miss the first 2 hours of it anyway. And speaking of missing 2 hours, there's a rumor alleged that Vince McMahon, old man, he wants to add an hour to a whole hour to both Raw and SmackDown. So instead of it being on my time, I'm on Central Standard Time. So it'll be from 7 to instead of it being from 7 to 10, it'll be 7 to 11. Now, as boring as Raw was, I mean, even on the women's, nobody was hollering. It was boring. The audience was just standing there looking off per usual, and there was nobody to even. It was horrible. Like I couldn't believe it. So for him to have the nerve to ask for an extra hour for both Raw and SmackDown is pathetic, and it ain't gonna happen. But anyway, we got a new championship heavyweight, Seth Rollins, finally, and he seems to be enjoying it, which he should. So we'll see how that goes. Let me think. Let me think. So Joe Biden finally has gotten a I guess they figured out the debt process, and that's it. They just found out a debt thing. So I said, since I'm on here, I'm probably gonna do both, either upload or a live stream. I'm probably gonna do an upload. I've been watching. Um, I'm gonna do an upload's easier. I'm probably gonna do an upload, and because it's getting close, because I've been watching him, Ron DeSantis. Now, my guess is he's gonna be the first Latino president and Republican Latino president, because I think he's Cuban, but that doesn't matter. Um, I've been slowly and surely watching him because, like I said for last video, and I've been listening to Hodgkins, I've been listening to DZ. There are people further and further away, getting away from the Democratic Party. It's kind of like a balance beam. You know, some days you're away from You're away from I just had it in my head. Hold on. This is what basically what it is, on my opinion. Yes, vote for the now. Really? Okay, so anyway. Um what was I saying? Okay. For the past couple years, I say at least 5, 6, 7 years. Um when it comes to politics for me, I don't just look at one side. I don't look at the other side. I have to listen to both sides before I make my decision. I've always been like that. I also watch, for example, if you look at also how you treat your company, your city, your state, town, whatever. Because, like I've always said, whatever position you get, if it's in a higher power, you are basically um, the general of that said town, said what have you. Okay, I say even longer than this. New York, Chicago, California, the whole state of California, to be exact, has been riddled with violence. Now, it started to get weird, especially down in California. I was reading an article, and homelessness is getting bad there. Nordstrom closed down, malls are, stores is leaving, but same thing in Chicago. Kids are dying, people are dying. The crime rate is high, sky high, and the mayor of Chicago they have now, um, some of the residents there who are primarily African American are upset there because now the immigrants, which I don't know why they're so shocked. Democrats said time again, that we want to open the borders. This is what they mean when they say we want to open the borders. We're going to invite people over. So, hold on one second. Okay, but back to what I was saying. Um, I've been watching it, and I'm like, why do you sound so shocked? Like, at first, I thought it was of Okay, because at first I thought it was a a big coincidence, but apparently the mayor said he's going to have immigrants from the border and from pretty much everywhere else. Basically, if you're an immigrant from anywhere, you're gonna have sanctions in some parts of Chicago, mainly in the apartments. Now, I haven't heard from any of this from anybody, not even from the celebrity news. It's getting real because they've been having meetings, and some people in Chicago about to be homeless. It's sad. Um, that bail, free bail, bullcrap, that's still in effect. So I don't know what's going on. I don't. But I've been watching it. So I said I'm going to do an upload over it. And I'm going to keep an eye on it, especially with the 2024 elections coming up, which is coming up fast. So I think they will have the, I'm thinking if I get or get my computer fixed, or probably just buy another one to be honest. I'm going to do a watch party for both the Republicans and the Democrats and see how this election is going to be, because this election is going to be off the hook. It's going to be insane. Um, we just got to wait and see. So there's that. Um, yeah. So I titled this video "Lucky." Um, I've been through it, and I'm terrified and scared. But things will get better one day at a time. And I'm gonna be sad. I really am. But I want to prove to her and him that I can do it. Anyway, that's pretty much all I got. Um, I'll see you guys tonight. I'm just gonna do an upload tonight because this StreamYard is getting on my nerves right now. But it's working better. But I'm done with StreamYard for now. Um, June is gonna be a party with or without people, and I'm just gonna go with it. I think I'm gonna do that 12-hour stream in June. When in June, I don't know, but I'm going to go ahead and go. I'll see you guys tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching or listening to the video. Good morning, afternoon, night, whichever. Be safe. Be careful. Please be careful. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.